Let's get ready for some motor vlogging. We have lots of traffic. Looks like lockdown is definitely easing up. Yeah, lots of traffic. Anyway, the last vlog, the memory filled up on my SD card and stopped the recording, so hopefully today we can continue with what I was talking about. I was talking to myself for like 15 minutes, not realizing the camera shut off. Well, let's have another ride out today, and let's talk about some biker things. Yeah, let's talk about this bike again. So I'm on the Honda CB1000R. But anyway, today weather, it's a bit sunny, a bit cloudy, not too cold, a bit breezy. It's nice enough for the bike rides. So anyway, yeah, so again, not had this bike long now, still running it in. I'm on I think 133 miles so far. So again, they're just running it in, taking it easy, not thrashing it anywhere, anything like that. I have to wait for the first 600 miles to be completed, and then we can get the first service done, get all the metal out of the engine that breaks off the pistons and everything. That's what you got to do with new bikes. So a lot of people that I speak to buying new bikes on ride outs and things, they don't really have a clue on how to break an engine in. There's two opinions usually, where people say, oh yeah, modern bikes, they can handle that. And some people say, yeah, no, you've got to wear it in properly, you've got to wear it in gently. So yeah, engines have improved and technology is more advanced, but it's like anything brand new, like a pair of shoes, you've got to wear it in before you experience the full performance. You know, you can't just jump on something that's fresh off the shelf and start riding it hard. It's just daft. So I'd rather break it in gently. I've always done that with all my bikes and never had issues with the bike. Oh, here we go, we've got some bikers here. Some old school, what are they though? Yeah, old school Hondas. Nice. That's what I like to see, some classic bikes. Yeah. So I just want to say, on this bike so far I've upgraded a few things. Well, not upgraded, I've actually added bits on. I've fitted a belly pan to give a bit more of a meaner, low look, bit of a, I don't know, aerodynamic, more sportier look to the bike. I think bike's obviously, it's a fully naked bike, but just wasn't too keen on the front, the pipes showing off too much. Just made it look a bit empty. Just wanted to fill the gap up a little bit. Plus it has a bit more aerodynamics. Yeah, I can't even talk. This neck cloth is in my mouth. 1 second. That's better. So yeah, as I was saying, the fitted the Air Max belly pan on the bike. I just think it's perfect for this bike. It's designed specifically for this bike, and it's one of the best ones out there. Secondly, I've upgraded the mirrors. These are the best mirrors that money can buy. It's zero glass, so there's no glass. It's actually metal that's been polished about 10 million times. It goes through some serious polishing stages and laser cut engineering made by Moto Gadget. So a big thanks to Moto Gadget for making these. I did buy these, by the way. Not been sponsored by anybody, just to let you all know. Yeah, everything I bought for this bike, yeah, with my own money. Not been given anything. So belly pan I bought, mirrors I bought, bloody cameras I bought as well, but this one just keeps going loose on the mount. I had enough of this mount, it's doing my head in. But yeah, I just want to discuss some aftermarket bits people are putting on this bike. I mean, Honda spent millions designing this bike to give it this retro cafe, neo cafe sports racer look. That's what they call it. It's called the Neo Sports Cafe is the correct name for this particular bike. So it's a mix of old school with new school with some retro styling. One thing about this bike is that there's actually, I can't find any flat panels. I tried to stick something on a little Batman logo, which is like a metal plate on the bike, but I couldn't fit it anywhere. You know, it's like, I think 2.5 inches, 3 inches wide metal sticker, and I just couldn't find a flat spot to fit it anywhere. So the whole bike is sculptured. It's one of the probably one of the only bikes that's been sculptured so much that you can never find a flat spot on the actual bodywork of this bike. So I think that's amazing. So it gives it more aerodynamic feel. Yeah, so I just want to discuss people tuning up their bikes on this particular model, especially with exhaust pipes. I've seen some good aftermarket systems put on, and you know, they look good, and I've seen some terrible ones that make the bike look really cheap, to be honest. You know, this bike's got specific design, and if you don't stick to the styling cues, then just ruined a good looking bike. And a lot of people have agreed with me on this on forums, but I just need to pull over somewhere so I can fix this damn camera that keeps going loose. I've no idea what's wrong with it. Right, camera sorted, I think. And yeah, so as I was saying, some people are putting on these mini little cans that look like Pepsi cans. Honest to God, they look really tacky. They're putting them on like super bikes. You know, people put them on like Fireblade and things like that, and you know, they're like little yeah, I don't know, yeah, like little Coke cans, and they sound really tinny. You know, and the only time they sound good is if you actually fit a full-on aftermarket full exhaust system, straight from the manifold straight to the back box. Well, yeah, it's like cars. You know, you see these boy racers putting on these cheapy little back boxes, and they sound farty, and but as soon as you buy a full system, the car sounds rapid. You know, it's like cars. It's in principle. I think with a lot of bike riders, they're just putting on end cans, thinking that yeah, it sounds good, but majority of times it doesn't sound good. And that's my opinion. I mean, I like a nice deep sound. I like a pure mechanical sound, so I'd rather save up the money and go for a full system. And if you can't afford it, then don't do it. Just don't ruin your bike. And yeah, I'll give an example of just give an example of what some of these exhaust pipes sound like. So the ones that sound the one people that put on just the end cans, like, and then when you got a full system, it's more like, then you hear some pops and bangs, like, yeah. So that's cool. You know, you gone the extra mile and you fitted a full-on system, and it sounds awesome. But when you fitted a normal little wheezy little can on there, it's like, you know, a bit louder, you might go, you know, you don't get no sparks, nothing. But anyway, it's just my opinion. I'm happy with this exhaust. for now. So if I did change it, I'll do a full system. I've been looking at the full Arrow system or the Black Widow for this bike. They sound really good, and you know, and then you can put any exhaust end can on there if you want. It's not a problem, but the sound is, you know, it comes from the main pipes from the manifold. That's where the sound generates from, the heart of the engine, and that's enough torque on exhaust pipes and modding. So let's just enjoy the ride for a bit. So yeah, the last vlog my video got cut off and I couldn't record what I was actually talking about, so I'm trying to remember. So yeah, I mean the bike really handles really nicely, and I'm coming from a cruiser bike. I mean I've had sports bikes before. I've had the GSXR 600, Daytona 650, which was my first sports bike after passing my direct access course. That was a really nice bike, and again that had a really nice sound to it without no modified exhaust pipes or anything. It was just a nice deep laser sound. GSXR 600, that was a nice bike. You had to really rev that thing to get it going. I wasn't too keen on it, and I didn't like the suspension. It kept feeling like it's bottoming out on certain bumps, you know, little bumps. You can feel everything. Whereas when I test rode the GSXR1000, it was just a more plush ride. It just felt more better, more of a quality handling bike. So with the so with the Suzuki Intruder that had 1800cc, a massive change from sport bikes to big massive power cruiser. The reason why I went for that was because it is one of the best power cruisers in the world. It's very unique. Until you've ridden one for a while, you will never understand. A lot of people say, oh, it's a big bike and this and that, it won't handle. That bike, that did handle. And I've taken guys off the street lights, you know, and I've basically left them for dust, you know. Sewer bikes. I left sewer bikes for dust on that bike. The amount of torque it generates on that Suzuki Intruder 800 V-twin thumping engine to sound like a monster, like, you know, it just mean a bit better than any Harley. Sounded better than any Harley, not like the potato sounding potato. Yeah, it was more like a like thunder was is coming towards you. Oh yeah, that bike got the it was a showstopper of a bike. I'll definitely buy one again. But anyway, my bike got sold back to the dealers, and they sold it back to somebody else in Holland apparently. So there you go. Someone from all the way from Holland bought my previous bike. Oh, I'm a bit gutted because I always wanted to. One of the plans was to buy the bike back, but they sold it too quick, so it must have been in demand by you know, the looks of things. You can't even find one anymore now on Auto Trader or eBay. They've got the old school models, but the one that I had in particular, you cannot find one. You know, personally, I think the bike is worth a lot of money, and it's going to be a classic. Later on, it's going to increase its value. Some bikes are not meant to be sold, to be honest. And when electric cars and bikes come out, you'll see that these bikes can be worth a lot of money in the future. Mark my words. All these electric, petrol bikes, super bikes, street bikes, naked bikes, all the bikes that we're riding now, they're going to be worth a lot of money because no one's going to be able to own one later. So whoever's got one, keep your bikes now. Don't sell them. Whatever you do, keep them, because you will not get a chance to buy a combustion engine bike later on. I can guarantee you that. And you'll be like, damn, I should have kept my bike. I've got nothing now to nothing to admire. So I mean, electric bikes, I suppose there's a future, but it's not going to put the fun back into riding like how how we get the fun in combustion engine bikes. You know, the exhaust sound, the pistons, the loud pops and bangs for those that modify the bike, etc. So yeah, yeah. But anyway, this bike now, I'm still running it in rain mode, and it's got so much power. I don't even need to put it on standard or sports. You know, it's got 4 different rider modes on this: sport, standard, rain, and user mode, where you can customize it to your requirements, to your specifications. Yeah. A few other things about this bike: CB1000R is quite a nice ride height. It's, you know, I'm 5'9" and I can touch the floor. Yeah, so I mean, I'd say good for tall riders, but it does kind of look funny when you see big massive guys riding this bike, because the bike is quite a shorter body compared to the Fireblade. It's the same wheelbase, I believe, and but the body from the front to the back has been shortened, you know, to give it that street bike effect, that street fighter look. The back seat isn't so big, so no big bottoms on the back of this bike. You know, so if you've got any pillions with big bums, I don't recommend this bike for a 2-up. This is more of a solo riding bike. But you know, when you put someone in the back, the fun's gone. The fun factor is gone. You've got the responsibility to someone in the back, and you can't ride a bike like how it's supposed to be ridden. But what do you call it? But yeah, I mean, enjoying the bike. It is a big change. Again, coming back from a massive, brutal power cruiser to a street naked bike. But this bike does look awesome. It's one of the best looking street bikes that you can buy right now. I think it's one of Honda's best designs to date, apart from the new, I mean, I like the new Fireblade, the latest 2020, which is not even actually for sale yet. I think they're on pre-order right now. But that again is one of the best looking super bikes out there. So Honda, I think, are getting back in the game now, and I think there's a lot more amazing designs to come out from Honda. Anyway, that's all for today's ride out. I just wanted to just do a continuation, so to speak, from part 1. I didn't get everything in. I just want to talk about a few more things. I forgot what I was going to say now, but I think on the next one I'll discuss a few more things. If you got any thing that you want to ask me about this bike, let me know. It's a Honda CB1000R Plus model, so it comes with the quick shifter, heated grips, front screen, you got the rear cowl. This is in the black and aluminium colour. So you get the nice aluminium finishes on this one. It's a really classy looking bike. You can stare at this bike all day long. But yeah, absolutely lovely bike. I do recommend this bike, highly recommend it. Just a big thank you to Doble Honda down south, where I got the bike from. They did their best to get the bike to me during all this lockdown and everything process. You know, they followed all the safety precautions, got the bike delivered to me safe and sound. I was so happy when I got it, because I haven't been riding for a while after I sold my Suzuki Intruder, the big power cruiser. And yeah, so back into biking now. And again, you know, it's gonna have to get used to the inline 4-cylinder life again. But I like it. It's nice, smooth, you know, quiet when it wants to be. Obviously I've not opened it up yet, but I can tell after 6,000. Okay, right, that's the end of this vlog. Over and out, and stay super tuned until the next one. Get ready for some motor vlogging.